What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to Schoolboy to Superstar with Borussia Dortmund. Today we have Bayer Leverkusen in the Bundesliga, the first game of the Bundesliga season, our third Bundesliga season. You might be asking, why is this Schoolboy to Superstar and not challenging Celtic? I have decided with the FM22 release date drawing so close, I don't want to risk having two series that don't end in FIFA 2021, or FM 2021. So I'm only going to be posting Schoolboy to Superstar from here until I finish the series. I think this is the series that you guys are enjoying a little bit more. It is the series I'm enjoying a little bit more. So I think this is the one I'm going to make sure we finish. We should be able to finish this before FM22 comes out. Most of my players, if we look at my squad, most of my players are going to be homegrown in 2023 that we need. A couple in 2024, so 2-3 seasons, and we can end this series if we win the Champions League. We still it's not the fact they just have to be homegrown. We still have to win the Champions League with them. So hopefully we can finish this before FM22 gets here. So I felt like if we were doing both series, neither one would end, and I'd just be stuck in the middle of two series, and I wouldn't know what to do. So I just really wanted to end one. So hopefully we'll see the end of this series. If we end and there's still some time left, we might do a little bit more challenging Celtics. See if we can get another season to see if we can pip them to the top of the table. But for now, we'll just be showing Schoolboy to Superstar. And with that, we're about to start the season. Like I said, our third season in the Bundesliga. We did pretty well our first season, won the Champions League. Second season, we did really good in the Bundesliga, won the Bundesliga, but didn't do well in the Champions League. Got knocked out in the first knockout round of Manchester United, who went on to win the whole thing. So you kind of don't feel too bad. You got knocked out by the eventual winners, but still, that's a little disappointing. But we've played two competitive games so far since I last saw you, and both have gone pretty well. First was the DFB Super Cup against DFL Super Cup, against Bayern Munich, and we beat them 6-3. It was an epic of a game. We started off in the first half, we just dominated them. They ended the first half with one shot. We had 8 with 6 on target. We were just destroying them. 3-0 up at halftime. Moukoko goal, a Haaland goal, and I guess it's only 2-0 at halftime. If I looking at the scores, it was 2-0 at halftime. Still comfortably ahead. No, Muller scored the fifth basically in stoppage time in the first half. So it was 2-1. So they were a little bit better, but I'm pretty sure that was their only shot of the first half. They might have had 2. That might have been their second shot, but yeah, we did really well. They really came back in the second half, scored 2 pretty quick goals. Well, one pretty quick goal in the 47th minute. And I got a little worried, but we just roared back, got 3 more goals. Moukoko getting his eventual hat trick. Haaland getting a brace. Yeah, this front two with Moukoko and Haaland is deadly. I wish we would have done this last season. I wish we would have done this last season before we got knocked out in the Champions League. Maybe we would have beat Manchester United with the second competent man in our front three partnership. Because we have 2 good ones with Sancho and Haaland. We just couldn't find a third. Maybe that third is Yusufa Moukoko. Because we then played Velbert, who are they're just like an amateur team. Semi-professional, sorry. But still, they're not in the game. They're in the 4th or 5th tier, probably. Beat them 6-0. Probably not as much as you'd like to beat them by, but I played an entire youth squad. Really, for the most part, it's what I'm looking for to be, minus the players who are already starters first. I didn't want to play anyone that was already a starter. But a lot of these are players I think we can end this series with. Cherky, Demir, Jorge, Nico. Might just be a bench player, same as Alcaraz, but they'll still be useful to the squad. Luka Netz, our eventual right back. Janzu and Collins. Collins is definitely a guy I think I want him to be a starting center back of the future. With that pace, he's improving every day. His mentals might not be there. His technicals might not always be there. But with that pace, you're just going to be deadly. And he's got 5-star potential. So a good win. So we go into this game off some really good form. 6 goals in 2 straight games. And this is the squad I'm going with. Unfortunately, Haaland picked up a little bit of an injury. It says he's returning to full training tomorrow. I thought about starting him. I had him in the starting lineup. Then I changed my mind. I put him on the bench. If we need him, he can come on. But Caio Jorge is coming off of scoring a brace in this Velbert match. A hat trick, even, in the first half. So he's coming off a pretty good game. So I think I have faith that he can show me something in this game. If not, Haaland can come in. I'm only going to risk him if I have to. Sancho starts on the right. Reina and Bellingham in the midfield. Camavinga, the team you pretty much know and love. Calafiori, Zagadou. Pepetti is suspended, so whoops. It'll let me scroll up. Akanji will come in for him. Mounier on the right, and Van de Voort's going to start because Berkey has a little bit of an injury as well, returning to full fitness in 1 day, but I don't think I need to risk him. So I'm going with Van de Voort. I wanted to give him more game time anyways. This would be a game I would play Berkey in. It's a better team in the Bundesliga, but it is at home, so I feel like we have that little bit of an advantage. I think it's at home. Is it at home? Yeah, it is at home, so we have that little bit of an advantage, so let's get into it. Oh yeah, we lost to Bayer Leverkusen last time we played them, so I will be saying, I know a lot of you would be keen to avenge what happened when we last played Bayer Leverkusen. Go out there and express yourselves. That was at the very end of the season after we had already tied up the league, so it was a fully rotated squad. I think our starting squad will do a better job this time around. You have a fantastic record against Peter Bosz in your career. Why do you think that is? I've never been too sure, really. There must be a bit of luck in there somewhere because he's a good manager. Do you think there's a psychological advantage to be had by maintaining such records, and are you confident of doing so here? I think it has value, and I'm confident we can continue in the same fashion, yes. Are you confident Riccardo Calafiori will perform today? I certainly trust him, and I know he's working hard to get to the level we need him to be at. So, our squad, Moukoko and Jorge up top. I thought about bringing in a winger, but like I said, Jorge's coming off a hat trick. We will be seeing one of our former men in Thorgan Hazard on the left-hand side for Bayer Leverkusen. They have Tammy Abraham up top, Bailly on the right. So that's a pretty solid front three. So this isn't going to be easy. But with the squad we have, coming off 2 straight games where we scored 6 goals, I know one of them was pretty much an amateur team, but still, 6 goals is 6 goals. We did it against Bayern Munich, so we should be able to do it here. If we can put 6 on Bayern, who put out pretty much their strongest 11, we can definitely put couple goals past Bayer Leverkusen, as many as we need. We had Haaland for that first game though, so that's going to be the difference. But Reina, that's all you need. All you need is Giovanni freaking Reina. He is amazing. I've never used Reina before, but he is so good in this game as a Mazzala. He's just amazing. Like I said, he's amazing. He's got amazing attributes. His ability to run with the ball is just one of the best in the team. I love Reina. Obviously, a little bit of a bias as I'm an American, but I just love Giovanni Reina. He's so good. Finally have another highlight here in the 31st minute. It's going to be Reina again on the ball, putting in a cross. Kanji gets his head to it, but Hradecki makes the save. He's going to boot it long, looking for Hazard, of all people, who knocks it on to no one. Calafiori's got a little bit of a knock, but it's just a bruise. I don't take players off for a bruise. I bruise my knee on the bed sometimes. I think you can be fine with a bruise in a game. Youssoufa Moukoko, continuing where he left off. He has 5 goals through the Super Cup and the... I don't think he actually played in the Cup game last time out, but I think he also played some in the FIFA Club World Cup, so I think some of his goals are from there, but he's the leading goal scorer for this team right now. With Haaland playing a few games, as that's going to be a sending off, I think, by Palacios. They are now down to 10 men. Thorgan Hazard has come off. That should be game over. 2-0 up with a man advantage. With this team, we surely should not be giving that away. Calafiori looking for a ball in. Nice ball in, looking for Kyle Jorge, but he's not the tallest. Without Haaland in there, we don't really have much of an aerial threat, but we can play it on the ground just fine. Play through balls down on the ground, whip balls to the back post. That stuff works fine. So Bellingham can also win it in the air, and he does. And of course, it's Giovanni Reina, his midfield partner, supplying him with the assist. A beautiful cross in by Reina and a good header by Jude Bellingham. Again, he's not the tallest either, but if you lose your marker, you can get your head on it. You can place it in the back of the net, and that's exactly what he did. We are 3-0 up with a man advantage in basically the 45th minute. What a first half that was. Exactly what I hoped for. I'm hoping we can put another 6 by him. I want 3 more. I'm not happy. Well, I am happy, but I'm going to say I'm delighted. But I want 3 more. I'm still not going to take Calafiori off. I want to give him as much game time as physically possible. So, with a bruise, like I said, you don't need to come out for a bruise. if I can deal with the bruise, you can deal with the bruise. So, bruise shin, not enough for me to take him out. If he aggravates it anymore, maybe I will, but for now, he stays in the match. He's played well, too, so I don't really want to take him out because of that. Reyna been the man of the match so far. Caio Jorge hasn't really been involved much, but I didn't really expect a whole lot from him. He wasn't very good when given opportunities last year in the Bundesliga. Obviously, he only got a hat trick because we were facing a semi-pro team, but I still feel comfortable with him out there. Probably more comfortable than I do with any of our other wingers, as Youssoufa Moukoko scores his 7th goal of the season so far. He's already on 7 goals, and we're at the first game of the Bundesliga season. What a start to the season by Youssoufa Moukoko. He is going to be a superstar. An absolute superstar. Him and Haaland is going to be probably the greatest strike partnership ever. In my opinion. I don't think there's ever been a strike partnership with that kind of potential. Haaland obviously got the potential to be the best striker in the game. Moukoko has potential to be the best striker in the game. So, yeah, I think that's going to be a pretty good strike partnership. I'm pretty excited about that. And fortunately, we don't need Haaland for this game, so he can get a little bit more rest and return from that injury. Moukoko looking for his hat trick. Tapsoba with a nice tackle. He's going to have to bring a ball in to Meunier. Looking to whip the ball in to Calafiori on the edge of the area. All the way back to Zagadou, and we're going to recycle possession. He's going to just run down this left-hand side. He's got Calafiori, but he goes back to Camavinga. Reyna with a beautiful ball to Sancho, but a good save by Hradecki. Looked like Reyna put in another beautiful assist, but couldn't quite find the back of the net this time. Looking for another one on the corner, but Retsos heads it clear. Meunier's going to pick it up, though. 4-0 lead, 68th minute. It's time just to rest some players, I think. Bellingham and Reyna are always tired. I guess that midfield partnership just has to run a lot because they are tired every single game. Man, who's been I don't know who's been the key player, Reyna or Moukoko. They've both been fantastic. Moukoko gets another goal. I think he takes it. I'm going to take Bellingham off because I want to see what more Reyna can give me. Bring on Nico. And Gio Reyna's hurt. Why do you do this to me, Football Manager? A lower leg injury. That could be a leg break. As he's been our best player this entire game. He's been our best player, and of course he gets injured. Seconds after I considered taking him off. But I settled on Jude Bellingham instead. That could be a mistake. Well, I'm going to bring on Yusuf Demir in the midfield. Emre Can doesn't really need that much game time. He's not going to improve at all, so Demir, with garbage time, I'd rather have given it to Demir, so he's going to come into the midfield. He doesn't really play there that often. He's not really natural there, but he's got good passing, so he can survive in the midfield. I'm so frustrated by that injury, but I got one sub left to make. Let's see, who needs some more game time? Nnamdi Collins or Luka Netz, probably. Maybe I will finally take Calafiori off. He's a little bit tired. Kind of got that bruise. Let's bring on Luka Netz. Give him some game time. He will be homegrown in 2024. So we've got a couple of years to wait till he can be homegrown at club. But he needs those years anyways to improve because he's only a 2-star player. So I wouldn't feel comfortable putting him into a Champions League final right now if I had to. I just would not feel comfortable doing that at all. But maybe 2 years down the line, he'll be improved enough that I can feel comfortable doing that. That's the goal, at least. As soon as he's homegrown, as soon as our 2024 players are homegrown, I want to put him in the team and try to win the Champions League with him. But that is how the first game of the Bundesliga season will end. An absolutely dominant performance by Borussia Dortmund. 25 shots to 2, 11 shots on target to none, 55% of possession when we're not trying for get possession at all. Moukoko with the brace, Reyna with the goal and an assist, Bellingham with the goal. Fantastic game all around. Super happy with that. Outstretched arms. I'm very pleased with the result and your performance. Absolute magnificence. And if we can get the media reaction. There we go. Such a positive result must have gone down well with you. Will the players be getting a day off as a result? Usually I don't do this, but I feel like I can give them the day off. Actually, I have world-class reputation. That's cool. I guess when you win a Champions League and a Bundesliga title, it kind of helps. Absolutely. To say that the particular result was on the cards would be an exaggeration. Just how pleased are you by the outcome? It's an absolutely superb win for for everyone involved, and I expect the supporters will savor it for some time. 4-0, top of the Bundesliga table. We are the only team to play yet, but I think we'll still be top of the table even after everyone plays, because I doubt anyone's going to win by a 4-goal difference. Maybe Bayern Munich, but Reina, 3 to 5 weeks. Okay, so it's not a leg break, but he's going to be out a month. That's kind of unfortunate, but I think he'll miss the Bayern Munich game, which really sucks. He was our key player, 10 key passes, a goal and an assist. Can I not talk to him because he's injured? I can't praise his last game because he's injured. Okay. So yeah, like I said, the next game will be Bayern Munich, and we will not be with Giovanni Reina. Maybe he could just come back. It says he should be back. If you look at the team news, the Dortmund team news, Reina should be out for this Freiburg game. They're doubtful, but no injury news for the Bayern Munich game. So he might be back just in time to face Bayern Munich. We don't have too many killers in here. Schalke aren't that great. Hertha are decent. They've got a lot of money to spend, and they usually spend it. Gladbach are pretty good. Freiburg have been pretty good in this series, so not an easy run. Kind of wish it was in September, because that's a way easier run. Cologne, Stuttgart, Dusseldorf, Hanover, Berlin. We should absolutely roll through the month of September. Ooh, November's not that bad either. It starts off really easy. Paderborn, Nuremberg, Hoffenheim, Wolfsburg, who are pretty good. Augsburg, who are really good in the series. Leipzig, who are really good. So it ends hard, but it starts easy too. We're going to have a month and a half stretch where we are just going to be beating up on teams, hopefully, unless we, give it away and lose the ones we should be winning, which seems to happen with me and teams in the Bundesliga. I don't know why. So that's going to be the end of the episode. If you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials are also in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.